Hi. Hello. So it is Friday, which is my 5th day here at Edinburgh. And here is my lovely room, which we've not yet had a chance to tour. It even has an ensuite. I don't really know how necessary that was. And here is kind of the view. I suppose. Sorry, managed to cut myself out there. I did just record all of this, but I didn't. So, anyway, yesterday I saw No Fit States, Noodles, which I really liked. I haven't seen a lot of circus stuff, so it was really good. There was some amazing sleight of hand by this clown character, and obviously it's just beautiful to watch. So I had an interesting conversation with Laura yesterday about sometimes I think physicality in work can be a bit overstated, overplayed. It doesn't feel like, it's not that it doesn't have a place, but I think sometimes it goes it's just too much of it. I don't know. But then again, like in the Radicalisation of Bradley Manning, all the physical stuff is perfect. Like it makes sense and it's the right length, and it really adds to the performance. But by contrast, if it's state circus stuff is just physical. That's what it is. It has a story, it has lots of other bits, but it's very much about that, and it's so exceptional to watch, and just really captivating. So I really enjoyed that. I'm gonna go see Bianca now. Then what did I do? Oh, so I went to go see, and let me just try and find out who the actor was called. I went to go see Stuart, A Life Backwards, which is an adaptation of a book by Alexander Masters, and basically he sorry, my apologies. And so Stuart Shorter was this homeless man who Alexander Masters met. Alexander is kind of a middle class, Cambridge educated, or maybe Oxford, but I think it's Cambridge, man, and he ended up working for a shelter charity, and he met Stuart Shorter, a homeless man with muscular dystrophy, who had this amazing life, mainly in terms of he was an amazing person, and he'd gone through just hell, and so much kind of bleakness and stuff, but still such a kind of an up sense of character in places. So it was a book first, and then it was adapted by BBC with Benedict Cumberbatch and Tom Hardy, which is amazing and phenomenal, and you should watch it. But part of what happens in the story is that so it's very much about Alexander meeting Stuart first, and how that kind of the effect it has on him, and then it goes backwards through Stuart's life in an attempt to discover the boy that he was, the boy that kind of died, replaced by Stuart. So I was kind of disappointed, because in the play there was no playing with the form. Stuart's A Life Backwards. I thought there would be some of that, and you have far less time. I don't know. The play didn't make enough of its time, if anything. And so there was just too much focus on Alexander Masters, and there was this moment later on where his wife, he's talking about, that this story needs to be done and stuff, and his wife says, this is about you, as much about you as it is about Stuart, which is true to an extent, but Stuart is the more important story. We have so much stuff, about a middle class person meeting that, that's good and it's great, and that effect is important for us to know, but we only need it in a few moments, so it was overplayed. The focus should have been on Stuart's life, and lots of that was cut. and it ended up being more like all of this happened because of one moment in Stuart's life when he was a kid, but there was so much more to that, and I think the play lost that sense. So I don't. It was far too close, far too similar to the other two, to the book and to the film, and it should have made something of itself. That said, I'm just going to check one thing. That said, Stuart, the actor who played Stuart Shorter, was incredible. I'm really hoping I can find his name, because he's got muscular dystrophy and you can just see the sweat dripping off him throughout the whole thing. Just phenomenal. No, I haven't got on here. Yeah, really, that was good. Yeah, so I would definitely recommend watching it, especially for people who don't know the story. I would have liked to have seen it do something different. And then I went to go see Bradley Manning, The Radicalisation of Bradley Manning by National Theatre Wales. And that was, yeah, it's the first time I've seen it in full, so it was incredible. I love it. I'm going to go back. Lots of people I've met have said they're going to go back. I think it's going to start selling out. Well, I mean, it was a full house yesterday, but it's going to be sold out soon. And then I went to go see something called Tiger Lilies, which was a cabaret band. It wasn't what I kind of wanted it to be. I wanted it to be a bit more weird and a bit more, you know, up and downy, a bit more violent in a lot of ways. It was just a bit safe. It was good, but a bit safe. I'm going to go off and go watch some more stuff. It is almost 11:30, so I have places to be. See you soon.